Whoever handed it. The one that kind of about that. My grandma.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, let's get going back onto this. All right, so the video stopped at some point in here. I have no idea where. All I do is I get this signal that says that the server has stopped respond. I don't know if this is Columbia's network. I seem to have more, I know, right? I seem to have more trouble in this building than I do over in the photography building. But again, I've been dropped over in the photography building as well. One of the retouching videos was fine. One of them, so anyway, I'm doing my best. I'll see if I can't figure out what's going on. But again, the majority of all of the things that we're talking about here is contained within the enormous number of PDFs that I've given you guys. I'm certainly available. I'll tell everybody this. Just because you're going to graduate from this class in 2 weeks, that doesn't mean you can't contact me for the rest of your life. You can email me. I'll be happy to help you out whatever way I can. I won't do your bidding for you, but I'll certainly answer any question that you might have. Yeah, I tell everybody this. I'll tell you guys this one right now. I've said this pretty much my whole career. If somebody would pay me to do the estimate work, I would do the photography for free because I would make more money. That's discouraging, isn't it? Okay, so doing this on paper is something that you've got to do however it ends up working out for you. So again, the way that I typically do this is I literally try to sit down and figure out how my day is going to go every half hour or every hour. So, you know, if it is National Geographic has hired you to go shoot Peoria and they want you to do a story down there, they only want you for, they want you to basically be down there for a weekend. And the title of the story is going to be The Weekend in Peoria. You know, I literally think about when am I going to get up in the morning? When am I going to leave? How long is it going to take me to get there? Where the hell is Peoria? You know, where am I going to stay in Peoria? And then I start going online and looking up hotels. Can I fly to Peoria? Does that make sense? Is it going to be easier to get there than that? Is there a photo place? Can I rent here or there? Do I have to bring my own? How many assistants? And again, it just starts there. And I literally map out my day. How long am I going to be shooting? I do sun charts for people who've gone through my fashion class. We get into doing all that kind of stuff. If you're doing the assistant stuff, though, or the assistant class that I do, whatever, it's the same thing. You get through that. How long of the day do I have to shoot? How long I need to plan that part out? Does that mean that my day has to start at 5 o'clock in the morning instead of at 8 o'clock in the morning because I'm going to run out of sunlight at 4 o'clock? I need that. I need to front load that. Does that mean that people charge overtime for getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning if it's still only an 8-hour day? Is talent going to charge me? You know, all of that, you've got to answer all of those questions, and it's just you've got to go through. And the only way you can do it is to literally step yourself through every hour of every day that you're actually going to be photographing and figure out the costs associated with doing it. It's just the only way. So anyway, so that's going to be the science part of it. The art part of all of this goes back in some measure to some of the issues we were talking about earlier in terms of how you really do establish your price. So we've done the cost of doing business calculator. We've talked about usage and all of that kind of stuff. That all still plays into this. You need to, and another thing we talked about in terms of setting your price last week was you need to consider your competition and where your rate falls in all of this. So are you bidding against me? If you are, how much do I make? You need to then think, well, relative to Verser, what should I be charging? However, I will see this, and it goes back to something that got brought up earlier. If you read that, the article in Moodle, let me get back there and show you the one I'm